Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the CPU booking, so to speak, wrestling shindig that I have here. I recorded the last episode, and then I realized within my OBS that I had it on game capture, like setting on the sources and stuff, and this game, it doesn't do game capture. You have to do display capture for it and all that. And so I recorded this, did this whole thing, and then I looked at the video, and it was a black screen when I was uploading it up to YouTube. And then I opened up this the video itself, before you would send it to YouTube and stuff like that. And after it was black screened, and I was looking at the thumbnails, and it was 3 black screens that you could pick. And then I opened up the video, and then I was like, no. So it's literally like a podcast of me talking with, a black screen, and you wouldn't be able to see any of this. So, but with that being said, this game has been tweaked, meaning like updated and sharpened and stuff, not necessarily like tweaked as in a bad thing. Um, so the level of, as my audiences was going up, they have now, within the settings and stuff like that, adjusted and all that with the updates that um, you can only have certain huge shows and or like huge important like shows and stuff like that. So I had 9 of them, and then it was saying for the month of October that um, audiences are getting, you're going to lose interest out of people because of um, the huge important shows. And there's like 9 in a row that you kind of have to treat this as a marathon and not a sprint, so to speak, where you have to treat it as like a normal, and then have your like pay-per-views, or what they call them now, premium live events, but have those big premium live events very big. But when you're starting this promotion, it's kind of just like your one anniversary show, and that's about it, so to speak. But anyway, since I only do like once a month, so um, this one was the one that, Smokle, small, local, smaller room, 35 people showed up, total rating of 45. We had some signings overall, and also some people were departuring um, due to signing exclusive written contracts. So they removed from our promotion because they, exclusive rights to the promotions afterwards. So, had some pre-show matches, had a post-show match, kind of dark matches and stuff. Um, uh, we had Ricky Babylon. I just kind of look at the overall marketability of what I could sign. A lot of the superstars are, high in value, as in superstars in itself, but also a lot of them have the exclusive written contracts with other promotions. So um, I just signed 2 that I could, that I feel like one was a heel and one was a kind of baby face, and kind of be like the leaders of the whole entire promotion, to kind of gain that popularity to grow. Yeah, they're $20,000 a piece for appearance wise, but overall, just hoping to grow as a promotion. And eventually we're going to have to, not use them because of there's so much money. And I'm still signing. I still have that. I'm still signing people that are coming out of that training school because they're $50 a piece as of right now, with the lower skill and also the training and everything. But overall, one of the key people that left also had a heavyweight championship, which was Emmy Yee. She left, and she was kind of in a Samira Baku. Them two were kind of going at it, and then she left with a different promotion. Edward Russell's best tag team partner that we were kind of looking in for kind of intel on status of, like, are they good as an opponents, are they good as a tag team? And Edward Russell and Jonathan Robinson was like great, incredible tag team. So then I created them and kind of created the tag team division a little bit here and there. And so his tag team is now gone. Tag team member is now gone, and now it's just Edward Russell. And there was a couple more that left. Sammy, our backstage guy, left too. He signed a exclusive deal with someone else, and I thought, since my contract was, kind of still up in the air, renegotiated, that he would, stay within the company until that contract is gone. But it's once his contract started with that promotion, with the written contract, then he moved over and he left. So, and there is maybe like one more, but we've been um and then we got rid of Byron House because we saw somebody else, and we're kind of doing one person trying to do agent, grow an agent with the women, and then one person with the men. And Byron House is kind of like old school or whatnot, but we kind of just let him go. He was a lot of money, and we were, budget cuts or whatnot. So, Ricky Babylon. So, Madison Webspin with a bunch of them. Yeah, Moses Klein left. Apollo Masters, we signed him, and then as soon as we signed him in the last episode, so it wasn't really a miss on that part. Like, I signed him, and then as soon as I signed him, he signed an exclusive written contract with somebody else, so he was gone right away. I didn't even have a chance to put him in a show. Moses, we were kind of building him up. He had the heavyweight title and everything, and he left. That was kind of the only other person that was building up, and then left. So it was Moses Klein, Sammy Andrews, Emmy, and Jonathan Robinson were the key people that left. That were just starting to, turn, not necessarily turn it around, but starting to get on that progression stage, because I think within the storylines that I was making, that it was getting good. But I have the people to build that I'm developing through my trading school, and then other superstars that I've been getting here and there for overall marketability and stuff like that, to kind of boost stuff. So, and I have a lot of enhancement talent type people too, that, or I sign. I'm gonna simulate to that day, and there's gonna be probably an email saying, hey, can I get a push, can I get this, can I get that, and stuff like that. So it's gonna stop anyway, regardless. But trying to develop these people and try to make them like, an average indie promotion, that if you have a school within itself, you have people that are freshly in the business, getting out of the training school, and when they feel like you are ready to go out and perform, they will send you out, and you may not have, the fan stardom behind you and stuff like that. So it may take some time, and that's what it's going to take with this overall. And that's why I kind of added these Ricky Babylon and the other dude to kind of be the veteran, and then also kind of be the forefront of. So we have 4 emails right now. Ignacio Basile for accept that. Lauren Lee now leaves, so she probably signed somewhere. Yes, she signed. She has been offered a contract by AEW. Okay, so she is now All Elite Wrestling. So she is now gone. Okay. And that'll happen. We can look at promotions. Where are they? Right there. Okay, so Only Elite Wrestling. So we did have Jada Friedman at one point, but she and her brother Andre were a lot of money, so we had to get rid of them. And also we were trying to, whatchamacallit, budget cuts, whatnot. We're losing money, but we didn't want to lose that much right away. So where is... So Madison Webb supported All Elite Wrestling, but she's on a paper appearance. She's not on a written contract. So she signed as a written for enhancement talent. But she has the entertainment, which is growing. Her star power is growing. Wrestling skill is growing. And I think she came out of, if I'm not mistaken, she is one of them that came out of our wrestling school. So to have a wrestler that now went from a local indie show to, and she has like no popularity, no nothing. She's an entertainer, wrestler, and stuff like that, but to have her first overall person go from small to one of the big shows. So what I'm also going to do is add a promotion. Because yeah, they're not in here. So what I'm gonna do is add National Wrestling Alliance. So the NWA. There's no parent promotion. Money wise, 10,000, 100,000, 1 mil, 10 mil. Gonna give them all 10 mil. They're active based on size. I'd say they're kind of traditional, but could be sports entertainment. So there's that. Vocal crowd, yes. I'd say no, but I think they do maybe full scale. I'm gonna say full scale. Give them 10 on each one. Because yeah, they are big, but oh, then I have to add titles and stuff, but I'm just gonna add this promotion right away and then just add the basic titles, which is the tags and the heavyweights. I know there's probably way more titles. I usually go it based off of their promotion. Like with AEW, they have now like a national title, a continental title, and stuff like that. It's overall evolving. So brands, relationship, contract, stables, tag teams. So there's that. And if you were to go to titles, you can add a title. So it'd be the NWA Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to copy that. Then you hit that, so that way it's owned by them. It's a singles, men only. There's no, and it's 100 because it's the top. No max, no brand because there's no brand. So it's added. So then when I go to add title, do that, and then do Women's Championship owned by NWA, women only, 100. There's that. Let me go to add title, WA tag team. And you can also do like trios, like it's a 6-man. But I'm only going to do the basic right now for this episode. I'm going to keep it at 50. Add a title. Let's tag women only. Keep that at 50. Save changes. So then go to promotions. Go to National Rev. Oh, you can see that, but overall, we may lose more, wrestlers due to people trying to sign written contracts and stuff. So, but you just go to titles and you can see underneath JWP. So this one's this had no promotion, but it is NWA. So there's that. And you can make sure that it's set for, men only or women only. Women and women. All right. So they have something going for them. So then turn to the game. There's another, another promotion in the way. So we're gonna next day see if we lose anybody before our show starts. We did not. Okay. So our show is today. And we got I don't think I have. Do I have Apollo? Oh yeah, that's right, because he left like a week later. And then we signed him again. That's what happened. And see, like this, Jesus Martinez, terrible chemistry as a team. So sometimes we do that to find if they have chemistry problems. Like Marlene Carpenter, good chemistry as opponents. So she is not only signed with me, but she also does independent shows as well. So she wrestled Marlon in September, and they were good as opponents. So we could potentially look at that as well. Find out Marlene Carpenter enters in June. Good chemistry as opponents. Wrestling skill 42, looks and everything. She's traditional. Oh, it's a male. So it was intergender wrestling. Gotcha. I thought it was another female. Should have looked at that. But it is a person that is a year in. 23. We can begin negotiations 55. We typically do 2-year deals. We'll do lower mid card for now. And I kind of do based off of this. With their traits, but big partier and narcissistic and driven to be the best. Doesn't really do much, so I'm not going to pick any of this. I will do travel expenses. It kind of mitigates them for doing that. And make offer. So, this person is a face. And we have another young person for, $55 per appearance. Kind of should have done enhancement talent, but we do have a decent amount of enhancement talent. But we're going to add an angle. And we're going to do a video. Because this is how I kind of like to start it, with kind of getting them of 5 minutes. Doesn't need much. Put that in the pre-show or main show. Yeah, put it in the main show. Kind of get them, popularity wise and everything else to have them grow. So, we have Bryson Ignacio, High Flyers, Iker and Anthony. That's all we have for right now. Oh, we have Brett Storm as staff. That's who it was that we were replacing Sammy Andrews with. So, he's 3,000. Paulo is 1,200. And then I think it's Ricky. Yeah, that's the 20,000. So those were kind of the I would say upgrades that we kind of did. We had the importance of normal now, because of if it was huge, they were kind of getting, not very interested in it. So, Ray Babylon had a promo, and then whatnot. The title is then Apollo Masters or whatnot. So, who did you wrestle? Bryce Boyer. And they were pretty bad chemistry. So, but they both wanted a 15-minute match, so then I knocked 2 birds with 1 stone. And the only thing that kind of stinks is Apollo is heel and Bryce Boyer is heel. But I could also add another match Now it's Bryce Boyer, though, but with his tag team partner. Basile is the mid. And active storylines, there's none right now. It's gonna be that. It's tag team partner. It's that. So we'll make it a 10-minute match. Agent Brett Storm. There's no match gimmick to it, no titles, no purpose. Match story, don't really need to do that. And you can write in these things for segment details and stuff, and it will save. And so, I used to with the other two series that is in this that I still want to go back into is I written on a notebook of kind of the storylines that I want, how do I want it, and stuff like that, and how is it gonna go. But then you also have to, also worry about the risk of someone getting poached and not being on your, roster anymore, or you forget to resign at the end of the year, whatnot, for the deals and stuff. And because right now Basile is up for contract negotiations, and I haven't really did much with him. Yeah, he's a mid champion right now, but there's like not really much I've done with him. So it's like, and I think he's only like not that it matters, is like $50, but or a couple hundred, and that's just one less person. It is one less facing tag team member. So there's that. Then Sia Bonner and Semira was Sia and Semira. It's gonna be about 5 minutes. Oh, getting attacked. No, it's a promo of Sia against Semira. Okay. So there's that. I'll put that towards the beginning of the show. Yeah, trying to get him up there. He has good, decent star power. I just don't know where it kind of fit right now. Then it's Iker and Anthony. And then Craig Lowry's been pretty hot right now. He's had a couple of he's 6 wins. We're gonna add a match. Think. I'm going to allow him to go for the 15-minute match because it will be a championship match. Notes, no, nothing. Purpose, there's really nothing for that. Titles. Women's heavyweight is vacated, and so is the men's. But we're going for that bad boy. There's that to give him an opportunity. His point is I think they're gonna open with that show. Apollo. Gonna have a video. So there's gonna be a video. Wheatley. Again. Add a match. So last time she was booked was May. Okay. Oh, she's staff now. Oh yeah, that's right. She is staff. Have Son. It's gonna be a 5-minute match, maybe a pre-show, cause 10 minutes, because I have nothing for him right now. Just having a match. Oh yeah, that's right, he's injured. So a match to open up, pre-show. Could be against the tag team. Guys, as it could be where's Iker? Hey, this is just a pre-show match. Just nothing's on the line, just having a match. So there's that. What do I need? 45. 75. Yeah, about 10. Pre-show. You can add up to 70. You need at least 35. Okay. So, see about semi-raw. About that. I got. That. There's that. There's really no story for it, but he has bragging rights. Bragging rights to world title. But I know last event it was Lewis and Madison Webb. That's who it was. Okay. Is Madison Webb gone? And we are putting. Nope. There. That's what it is. Main show. Add an angle. That just made. Okay. So there's that. Son is injured, so he's. Edward Russell. Okay. We'll have Silas against Darian. It's really nothing. Try to keep momentum. Just need 5 more minutes. So there's that. Eagle involving that. Bragging rights leading to title, but world title match. Settle the score for that. Darian Williams. So we'll see if Greg wins it or whatnot, but if Greg doesn't win it, then it's Darian Williams for that. So yeah, Jackson. Really not. Because I don't have much heel for women, though. Besides Samira, but she's now with Lucia Bonner. Abigail's a phase 2 as well. Same with Anaya. But I have a lot of face for women. Tegan. So there's that. Storylines. So right now it's Samira and Lucia. Yeah. Yes. Great storyline. So there's that. So I got a pre-show of that. Son is injured. Had a match in the pre-show of Max Grassi against Edward for 10 minutes. Brett. There's really nothing after that. Exhibition match. It doesn't mean anything towards the show. And there's that. All right. There we go. We have started the show. So we have a pre-show of Guillermo and Vincenzo. So now I know their terrible chemistry as a team, so I won't book them as a team. This was kind of a like exhibition match, kind of see who fits what. Obviously, the tag team. Oh, but Vincenzo and Guillermo win against the High Flyers. It was kind of like an exhibition match, giving them a match and kind of warming them up. Brett Storm did a lot of this stuff. Helped with Anthony and Vincenzo. 41 crowd reaction, 65 match quality with the 2-star overall, and 53 final score. Then we have a angle involving Celia, as she is the mid champion, kind of just keeping her relevant overall, and 60% final score for that. Then we just have an exhibition match between Edward and Max. 30% crowd reaction, 2.5-star match, 69%, and 50 final score. Now, get into the show, and Greg Lowry is now 7-0. He is the new mid champion. Basile had a boost of his gimmick, so this is kind of perfect. It's kind of writing Basile off into the sunset for having a title match, and he lost it because I don't know what to do with him unless if I make him and Max Grassi a tag team, see what that can do. But them having that title and then we don't renegotiate within the next couple of months, that the title would just vacate, and this is perfect how it just goes in the hands of Greg Lowry. He's a new mid champion, and he will get pushed to be lower mid card as he won the title. He was a little out of breath, but Brett did a lot, and 26% crowd reaction, 2-star match, and 45% final score. Then we have the announcement of the match for Luis and Madison for the main event for the championship, 54%. And we just have a Desiree Talley. She loses. So Tegan, it's kind of one of those where it's a hit or miss. and it's been a miss lately. So she's been kind of, I don't know, I've been putting her in matches and it's not been working out the greatest. So Desiree was a little bit out of breath at the end of it. Tegan did the heavy lifting of the match. But Hannah helped Desiree. 45% crowd reaction, a 0 match quality with a negative 5-star match, and a 22% final score. Then we have the two, I wouldn't say monsters, but the two big women, tall, big women going at it. For Lucia won last event, so she is cutting a promo on Samira. Their star power to both added to it, and they both gain 0.1, 75% value score. And then we have Silas and Darian. Darian wins, keeping that momentum. Silas Bates loses the match, but Brett did a lot of heavy lifting and helped with Silas Bates and Darian. 53 1-star match, 24% crowd reaction, and 38 final score. Then we have Marlon Carpenter, who I just signed, as you saw in this video. Gave him a video kind of, introducing the dude into the promotion. 76% final score leading into it. Then we have Ricky versus Ignacio facing the other team member. Ignacio wins over Ricky. Star power of Ricky added to the match. Ricky got a better reaction than you'd expect. He is riding a wave of momentum. But you lost. But Brett did help with everything. 63% final score. 2.5-star match. 71% and 67 final score. Then we have 85 with Apollo Masters being signed and having a video introducing him. So maybe him and Marlon going at it. Who knows? Madison Webb is injured. Referee has informed you that Madison Webb has injured 8 minutes into the match. The severity is unknown right now. What do you do? Continue the match? I just planned despite the injury. This may make the injury worse. End the match immediately. Small risk. And stop the match. I'm going to do cut to the finish. So Luis wins. Madison Webb has been all over the place, and I think it's getting the best of her, but them two are main event women for this title, and it was vacated by MEE, so good looks and everything, and Madison Webb did the heavy lifting. 53% crowd reaction, 2-star, 64% match quality, and 59 final score. Then we have an exhibition match, -3, 25%, 15% match quality, 20% final score. And I wanted the heavy lifting. Abigail, however you say that last name to it. And then a 15 for cutting a promo. Turn was a success. So she is now heel. So we end on that. Hit 5. Shortlist. Warborn Collective has been formed in Pride. led by Braylon. Suffers an ankle injury and she'll be out sometime in December. Leslie O'Brien. Cancel for right now. Sold 355 tickets, 5,325 in ticket sales. And then she's hit with an injury. Okay. Did I win? Sure. So, that being said, I just kind of sim to the end of the month, see what the finances are, and call it an episode at that. See what revenue, if there is any, or if we're still, being in the negative, which we probably are, because it's Ricky Babylon being, $20,000. Stuff like that. Aaron Russo has official. Oh. I began. It's 3,000. At this point, I'm gonna remove him from the short list. I wonder if it's just like on here is 36. I think it was kind of just just the news of a big disinfection that was created. Alright. Finances. So that's yeah, that's right. I did kind of change production, didn't I? Medium quality, low average. That's 112 per month. But we are selling merchandise. We're at 85 bucks. Don't know what it is. But overall, we're selling probably, uh, but got nothing on sponsorships as of right now, but that is a-okay. Alright, production 110, medical now 10,000, 500 on catering, travel 2,500, 1,000 on marketing, staff is 32. And trainer salaries and upkeep for that. Gotta look and see. Yeah, so Lauren Lee is our first one. That went from our promotion to a big one. Let's see, he did so they've built a roster. But overall, that is it from me. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video and understand this whole game and everything. And so have a good one.